Hey everybody, welcome back to another reaction video. This one is titled Avengers Catastrophe. And I'm not exactly sure where this is going to go. I have an idea that it's probably more based towards the unintended consequences of being an Avenger and what they do to save the planet but also destroy it. Kind of similar to the vein of... what is that? Captain America Civil War, I think it is, where they have to deal with the consequences of destroying a bunch of the planet and killing a bunch of people on their way to saving the planet and saving a bunch of people. But this was recommended by a Patreon subscriber, and if you'd like to become a Patreon subscriber and get priority request fulfillment, I guess is a way to call that. I don't know. That sounds like a good way to say it, right? Link down below in the description. Like the video if you like it. Subscribe to the channel. We are over 1,000. We are heading towards whatever. So hitch a ride. Let's go on this journey. And if you have any recommendations, leave it down below in the comments. And yeah, link to the original video in the description. So let's go. By the way, the video is again like the previous one, like the black bars have been removed on it. I don't know why that is happening, but maybe I don't know. That person who helps others simply because it should or must be done and because it is the right thing to do is indeed, without a doubt, a real superhero. Quote, Stan Lee. Let's adjust the audio levels here.
Let's track this from the beginning.
There was an idea called
The Avengers?
the Avengers
Initiative.
The idea was to bring together a group of remarkable people.
I love how I'm sitting right in front of the text.
See if they could work together when we needed them to fight the battles that we never could.
Stark, you know that's a one-way trip. I gotta put her in the water.
Brother, whatever I have done to wrong you, I am truly sorry.
I used to have nothing. And then I got this.
By the way, as we get going on this, it was suggested that I make the video of myself and my reaction larger. So, one of these videos, I'm just going to create a poll. And I want to know if you want majority wins, if you want the video of me to be large and the video of the content to be small, or the content to be large and me to be small. And that way you can actually watch what I'm watching. That was kind of my original idea, was that you'd be able to see what I'm watching almost as if we're watching the same video. But if it's more about how I'm reacting to it and more of like my facial expressions as I'm watching it, I would be more than okay with making myself the larger image and the content the smaller image. So let me know in the comments. I'm probably going to make a video just because there's no other way for me to do this. For some reason, YouTube needs to come up with a way where I can create like a poll question or something. And I think you have to be like a verified member or something to be able to do that, which is annoying. Can you imagine how much easier it would be if I could just create like a poll that you just see on your subscription list, or maybe you come to my channel and then you can see like a poll. I don't know. But anyway, let me know in the comments.
Dr. Banner. Now might be a really good time for you to get angry.
That's my secret,
I
Cat.
love this.
I'm always angry.
We're fighting an army of robots. And I have a bow and arrow. But I'm going back out there because it's my job. Doesn't matter what you did, what you were. If you step out that door, you are an Avenger.
Kid, you're an Avenger now.
When you can do the things that I can.
That was such a good dynamic between Robert Downey and Spider-Man. Super good dynamic. I enjoyed it.
But you don't. And then the bad things happen. They happen because of you.
Stand up. You are a king. You're a good man with a good heart. And it's hard for a good man to be king.
Who are you in this vast multiverse? Mr. Strange?
I need to see Doctor Strange again. I think I've only seen it once, and I completely forget what happened.
I look around at us. You know what I see? Losers.
We lost.
Folks who have lost this stuff.
All of us.
And we have, man. We have, all of us.
We lost friends.
Our homes.
We lost family.
Our families.
We lost a part of ourselves.
Normal lives.
Guardians of the Galaxy was so good. So good.
Usually life takes more than it gives, but not today. Today it's given us something. It has given us a chance.
Today we have a chance to take it all back.
Avengers, you are my meteor, my swift and terrible sword, and the earth will crack with the weight of your failure. I was meant to be new.
I see a suit of armor from another world.
I was meant to be beautiful.
The Chitauri are coming. Nothing will change that. What have I to fear?
The Avengers.
We get into a situation like this again, what happens then?
You'll come back.
You know, my dad said something to me recently. We had just both watched Endgame not too long ago, a couple days ago. And he goes, you know, I really hate what they did to Thor. And I was like, yeah. What they did to Thor in the last Avengers Endgame, brutal. Brutal. I get it. It was funny for like a half second of him being like fat Thor. But the whole fucking movie, Jesus. They did him dirty. They did him so dirty.
Why?
Because we'll need them to.
There is no version of this where you come out on top. Maybe your army comes, and maybe it's too much for us, but it's all on you.
All any of you do is yell at each other. You are not friends.
You're right. We're family. We leave no one behind.
This is the fight of our lives. And we're gonna win.
Because if we can't protect the Earth, you can be damn well sure we'll avenge it.
I'm assuming this was made after Infinity War.
Whatever it takes.
We're the Avengers. We can bust arms dealers all the livelong day, but...
Oh, no. That doesn't make sense. They had suits in Endgame in this. Never mind.
That up there, that's the end game. How are you guys planning on beating that? Together.
He's here.
Ready. Run from him. Fine. Destiny still arrives. I'll do it myself.
This is a nightmare.
I've had better nightmares.
Do you see the beauty of it? The inevitability.
I am inevitable.
You rise, only to fall.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you?
When the earth starts to settle,
Back to me.
God throws a stone at it.
Watch my friends die. You'd think that'd be as bad as it gets. Nope.
Why didn't you do more?
Wasn't the worst part.
Worst part is that you didn't.
Ultron thinks we're monsters. Trying to do what's wrong with the world.
How could you be worthy?
This isn't just about beating him.
You're all killers.
It's about whether he's right.
I don't think you quite understand what's at stake here. It's you who doesn't understand that Thanos has been inside my head for 6 years, since he sent an army to New York, and now he's back. And I don't know what to do.
I'm on a mission.
What mission?
Peace in our time.
Peace in our time.
I am. There's only one path to peace. Inevitable. The Avengers' extinction.
This is your future.
It's my destiny.
Big man in a suit of armor.
Dog.
Take that off. What are you?
You know me?
I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
You're not the guy to make the sacrifice play. To lay down on a wire or let the other guy crawl over you.
Iron Man. I'm not ready.
No one ever is. We don't get to choose our time.
Sometimes that thing you're searching for your whole life.
Death is what gives life meaning.
Single tier fire.
To know
Single
your
tier.
days are numbered. Hey! Your time is short. You hear me?
It's right there by your side all along. You don't even know it.
If you were good enough, maybe Tony would still be alive.
Our very strength invites challenge. Challenge incites conflict. Conflict breeds catastrophe.
True words.
Avengers!
Assemble.
Assemble.
Good editing on that. Very, very good editing. Man. It's really impressive. That was the one thing I thought about after I got done watching Endgame for the second time, I want to say, is just how impressive the entire setup of that Marvel universe in movies was. I mean, that's reminiscent of what people do for television shows, you know. Just the way they all played together. They were definitely out of order, kind of. Weren't they out of order? Pretty sure. But how the stories just all lined up somehow. I mean, that must have been an incredible brainstorming session. I'm assuming they did a brainstorming session for the first, I don't know, iteration of it. Somebody came up with the idea, then they thought about it, and they came up with how many movies would we do it through, you know, how would we intertwine these stories and get them right so it made sense. I mean, just the undertaking of that alone is really impressive. Most shows don't even get it right. You know, there's plot holes everywhere, and I'm sure there were, you know, plot holes and whatnot in this, but pretty big undertaking, and they nailed it for the most part. I got kind of, as I mentioned previously in a previous video, I got kind of worn down with the amount of Marvel movies that were coming out. I was just like, again, another one? Can we wait a couple years till it, you know, seems like fresh again? But yeah, they're just churning them out one after the other, and they're still doing it. And it's just like, all right, I'm done. I'm tapping out. After Endgame, I'm done. But I'll probably catch the new Spider-Man movie at least. But other than that, I have no interest for any other Marvel movies. I can't think of another character I would want to see a movie of. I'm sure there's going to be an audience for it. Some people liked Black Widow, some people hated it. I know that lawsuit's going on with Scarlett Johansson and Marvel, how they released it on HBO Max and they didn't get the amount of ticket sales they were expecting for it because they released it digitally, which probably messed with her take-home pay, which I get. Honestly, if I was her, I'd be pissed too, frankly. Anyway, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. If you have any recommendations, leave it below in the comments. This was recommended by a Patreon subscriber, and if you'd like to become a Patreon subscriber and have your requests fulfilled in priority, go ahead and sign up with the link below in the description. I will see you on the next one.
Thank you.